Mistakes were made, mistakes were made. Now I have to clean this piping tip. And it was not worth it. Bree here, and Moriah Elizabeth put out another art things to do when you're bored. And since you seemed to like the last time I tried to follow along with one of those, I figured I'd do it again.
I've got some fun activities planned for us today, different art things, different crafty kind of things. I try to choose things that are fun, that are easy, and have a lot of creative freedom.
So, I am sure it will be fun and creative. Let's see how easy it is for my unskilled self to pull off.
First activity, make cupcakes.
I can make cupcakes.
I love cupcakes.
This is a thing you may know. I like making real cupcakes. I like drawing cupcakes. I like painting
Making
cupcakes.
yourself into a
I wanted to make
cupcake.
a real cupcake, but one that I can
Keep forever.
I made this. Is it not the most painfully
Very
ugly
nice.
thing that you've ever seen? Yes.
I don't think it's
will
ugly. I like it.
use just to test out my method. Okay, so what you will need is clay, a cupcake tin.
So, I'm already failing. I do not have clay. I have Play-Doh that is years old and probably dried out as well. So this is not gonna go well.
Cupcake liners. I'm using a piping tip and a piping bag. Optional is paint. If you want to add some little decorations, then some little plastic charms. I have all these charms. Today is the day for these to shine.
I love
I'm gonna
charms.
get some of the boring part over with because I, being
My extra self.
got white cupcake liners so that I could paint them in the colors that I wanted. So we have to paint them.
Okay, thankfully I don't have to paint my cupcake liner. I have a nice purple cupcake liner.
Let's cook up a nice chocolate cupcake.
I have an orange cupcake.
Nice. Poo-poo clay.
I'm gonna see if I missed any Play-Doh. I don't think I did. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hey, I found some black Play-Doh. Because that's perfectly normal cupcake color. Trying out a new thing with my phone as a camera over here. Let's hope it works out all right. Hi, look. I'm a crafter now.
So this is what you want to see. I'm going to need more clay than this for a cupcake. So I'm going to mix this weird fleshy color.
Okay, so I'm going to do a similar method as she's doing, but instead of brown and fleshy color, I have black and orange. So we're making a pumpkin. Like a jack-o'-lantern. A rotted pumpkin. I don't know. Come on, get on out. Okay, and mixing it with orange. Because I don't have very much, so I need to just... This is going to be a weird color. I have to just accept that this is going to be a weird color and it's not going to look good. And we're going to cover it up with icing, so it'll be okay.
Mix those up. I think this should be enough. So you need this amount.
Okay, this is mixing really nicely. This definitely looks like a cupcake. This is also not going to be enough. But the rest I need for the frosting, it's blue and purple. And come on, we can't add blue and purple to this beauty and mess up the color. Okay, so it's not as bad as I thought it would be.
The size of a baseball, I think. I don't know, it's been a long
This is
time
much
since
smaller
I've
than a
played
baseball.
Now that we have our batter made, I'm gonna just take little pieces and kind of cram the clay into the cupcake tin.
Alright, time to bring out my cupcake tin then. I don't want to dirty the cupcake tin though, so I'm going to do this inside the wrapper. So yeah, this is definitely small, but we can make it work.
You can just kind of push the liner into the clay. There. Oh my gosh, it's already cute.
Okay, so push the liner into the clay. Oh, this is not looking great. Yeah, I definitely need it a little more than what I have. Oh, this is going bad. This is going bad. This is getting worse. That's something. It's something. Okay, we're going with it. Because I don't have a
I
choice.
think I'm gonna go with white frosting. I'm gonna take my piping bag, load up the clay.
I'm nervous about piping out Play-Doh. I have purple and blue. I'm going to put blue on the bottom and then pipe purple on top of that. And I think that'll look decent. is going to go great, my tiny little...
Work as well in real life as it did in my fantasy mind, because it's not the easiest thing ever.
Yeah, I wouldn't think it would be.
If you don't have this, all you have to do is take a nice little friendly turd like this, roll it into a tapered snake. That looks so gross. And then you just
it's just going around the...
And you can kind of get like a little frosting look.
I'm making a mistake. This is not... Oh my.
Push the clay through the piping tip. I found that it works better to just pipe a line and then just by hand put the frosting on.
Okay. Trying to pipe. It just squeezes it out. Okay. Okay. Let's see if we can salvage this. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. Now I have to clean this piping tip. And it was not worth it. Okay, going with the easy method. Rolling out a little snaky snake.
Kind of roll it around, and you can kind of get like a little frosting.
Okay. So one side needs to be thinner, and then we can just start that process. Look at that. That is terrible. But, you know, we're fine. Now I need to top it with purple, and that'll make it look better. Purple makes everything better. And I think I want to redo the blue, actually. This is always, like, my favorite thing to do with Play-Doh as a kid, just making it into a snake. So I should be good at this. So what I want to do is I want to spiral this like so, and then flatten it a little bit. Because this is going to be the bottom layer of the icing. Okay, that's better. That's cute. Okay, there is hope. This is an exact science, 100%. Keep that rolling until we get our nice little icing point here. And then we do something that looks better than that, hopefully. I need to make it look like this is coming from the blue. I know I said I like how this looks, but stay with me here. I'm gonna get a little more complicated and go ahead and merge these together. And I think that'll make it a more cohesive look. So, we want to go like... Look at that! I have icing! And it looks kind of like icing. Yay! So now comes the fun part that I don't think I can as easily mess up, adding some charms. I want to do something like right over here because it's kind of not as pretty. A crown, yes. Oh, this matches the liner perfectly. Okay, this one's meant to be. So we're gonna stick it right in front here. Not the worst thing I could have made. That's what we're going with. Not the worst thing I could have made. I don't like how the liner looks is really the problem. Maybe I should take it out of the liner. Yeah, I think it definitely looks better without the liner. Here we go. Come on. You know, not terrible. I know it's not great. It kind of looks like a turd, but it's like, it kind of looks like a brownie topped with icing. Like a brownie bite topped with icing. So, it's not terrible. I'm glad the color turned out a lot better than I thought it would. Put it on my shelf with my other Moriah Elizabeth things that I made.
Here's what we do. You take some paint, cheap paint. I think it's actually going to work better. You just need a surface. And then you need your thing. And I'm thinking I can use these beads. The concept is you put paint down and then you roll things through it. And it's this kind of abstract effect, I think. It's something that I've vaguely seen and it's in my memory somewhere. But I could be leaving a very
easy enough,
detail out.
right?
I'm not really sure. I'm rolling up my sleeves. This is getting serious.
Okay.
All right.
I will too.
So, taking some paint, I'm just gonna kind of do some things. I'm gonna use all the colors, I think. That could be a recipe for disaster, and probably
I'm just
will.
gonna
I'm
use
still
these
gonna go
three 'cause
for
they're
it
kind of my
and
color
just
scheme.
hope for the best. And I'm gonna just put this through one of the beads.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow.
Touch down and roll.
Okay, so I don't have beads like hers. I have this strand of fake pearls that I'm going to be trying to do this with. I don't know if it'll work or not. So I'm feeling like this probably isn't going to work, but we're trying it. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. Puffy paint is the only kind of paint I have. I don't know what I'm doing. This is probably not going to work well at all. At first, like, when I previewed this video to see if it was stuff that I could do, I was like, oh, this will be an easy one. And now I'm like, I don't know if I can pull it off. And I'm apparently almost out of pink, so that's all the pink we're getting. Okay, so I'm just going to... Oh, that's not going to work. These don't roll right. Okay, so I'm just going to do this with a normal, clear bead. So I don't know if this is going to get any of the cool effect on it, but it's what I've got. Whee! Rolling on through here. I'm definitely getting more paint on my hands than the beads. Okay, so here are the beads. I think they turned out mostly decent. I don't think I can touch them yet. But it definitely got the effect, so that's something.
Next thing is create DIY tassel keychains. If you've never made tassels before,
I have not.
Very, very easy. You can either use something like this. You can also use yarn. The difference is obviously
I have yarn.
You're gonna get a thinner, smaller tassel versus a big, fat, thick tassel.
It's not about preference, it's about what I have.
This is gonna be our accent bead. This is gonna help me choose the colors. I'm gonna go for purple. This is all we do, my friends.
Okay, need some beads. So, purple star. This kind of has a pink color scheme going on, so I'm going to choose some pinks. With that purple will be nice. That could be cute, just like alternating those. I would love to put on some of the beads I just made, but I don't think they're going to be dry in time. And I could wait for them to dry and then resume filming this later, but I'd rather just film it all now. So.
The thread around the hand. How many times? I don't really know. When it feels like you gotta stop, then you stop. That feels right.
Okay, so this will be easier just showing this camera, I think. Wrapping around several thousand times. Am I supposed to be cutting off circulation? Okay, this is a lot. I feel like we're probably coming up on enough. Okay, yeah, seriously losing circulation. Gonna stop there for my own safety.
Cut that loose. Then I'm gonna cut a pretty long string. Tie this little bunch together.
Okay, so cut that. And then cut long string. Woo! There we go, that's long string. Okay. Can I get it? I got it off my hand. Yay. Okay. All right. So we are tying this and one more for good measure because I don't trust anything. This is not tight enough. There's no way this is tight enough. Crap. Okay. Get that back in there. Okay. Yeah, pulling it tight. That's what we need to do. I don't know why I didn't do that before, but for some reason... I don't know, it didn't happen. Strangle the yarn, strangle it. That's better.
Then we just cut open the loop opposite of the knot. I need another.
Okay. Knot is here, knotty knots. And so we need to cut open right here. Come on, work with me. There is a lot of yarn here to cut through.
And then I'll just tie the little piece of string around near the top. Finally, I can just...
So I think I definitely had enough yarn because this is a really thick tassel. Tie this off. Strangle it. You gotta strangle it. That's very important. And then we cut off the excess. Some of these are really short, but we're gonna ignore that.
Now to make the rest of the keychain, I'm gonna put a little bit of ribbon and I'm gonna tie a little baby bow.
Okay, so since our color scheme for this is pink and purple, I have some purple ribbon. My bow's not gonna look as good as hers. My first job was in a banquets and catering department, and we would do weddings, and we'd have, you know, those little chair bows on the back. When I was setting up with guys, they'd be like, hey, you're a girl, you're good at doing bows, right? I'm like, no. And they're like, well, can you just do these chair bows? I was like, sure, I can do them. You're gonna want someone else in here to redo them. And because I would try, you know, I would do them, and then they would send someone else in to redo them because it was bad. I'm not good with making bows look pretty. I think I'm just gonna go without the bow because this looks so bad. Goodbye, bow. Okay.
If you don't like the bow, don't add the bow. It won't hurt my feelings.
I don't like the bow.
Finally,
I like your bow, not my bow.
Single accent bead. I'm just gonna use little pony beads for the rest of this. Dink, doop, edit.
I can thread a needle, but I can't get a bead through. There we go. Yay!
These little gold claw things, aren't they cute? I'm just gonna tie that on the end.
Okay, so I don't have a clippy thing like she has, but I do have this little gold ring that I can use. Okay, and then can cut these strings off. Ta-da! Okay, you know what? This actually is not half bad. I don't hate it. It's kind of cute. It's just not me, you know? Like, I think it turned out decent. It's just way too light pink for my taste. Which of these crafts was your favorite? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please leave a like, and if you want to keep watching, there should be another video popping up right here. If you haven't, be sure to subscribe to become a part of the Ineffable community, because you are ineffable.